Hello, EDCI 708 candidates. It was really great to be with you last weekend in Goldsboro, and I appreciated you being there and working with you. So um, I think we made a good start to clarifying expectations on the policy assignments, the policy origination assignment, and the policy analysis. I have a much better understanding of those assignments now that we've talked through them, and I hope that you do as well. I have added the dilemmas, the ethics scenarios. That was great feedback on. So I'm still cleaning up this website, but I hope it's usable for you and that you can keep up with the work this week. This week in Fowler, it's Chapter 3, Economics and Demographics, and in Essex, School Law, Religion, Chapter 2. Please do some reading and some writing here, respond to the ethics scenario and the core curriculum. What am I thinking about in terms of religion and schools? Well, again, you're going to be doing case studies and presentations next time that we are together, but you've had a course in school law before. I want you to really think about these cases in terms of application and your role in the districts, either as a school-based leader or as a district leader. So I'm not going to lecture on the theory behind case law and religion in public schools. We won't spend a lot of time talking about the establishment clause or the free exchange clause, saying that we shouldn't have preference for religions or that we shouldn't interfere with practice. But when I think about being a leader in a school, I wonder, are you putting yourself and your district in jeopardy of a lawsuit if there is indeed a Christian prayer invoking Jesus prior to the football game on Friday night? So I really want to look at the nexus between the law and the practice in your districts. Can there be voluntary prayers at a commencement? Can there be generic prayers that don't invoke Jesus? Where are you with school facilities and religious groups? When I was a principal, FCA was very active. Fellowship of Christian Athletes was very active in my middle school, and they wanted to pass out flyers. They wanted to get on the public address system and announce their meetings. They wanted to have a meeting around the flagpole on a Monday morning and pray. Just what can you allow in schools, and what is legal, and again, are you putting yourself at risk of a lawsuit? It's just going to take one parent, one disgruntled Jewish or Muslim parent to object to invoking Jesus at a school event, to have a lawsuit, to make you the party to a lawsuit. So is that something that you want or that you're ready for? Think about the cases that you are researching for your school law presentation next time, and do look at the end of the chapter 2, starting on page 48 and 49. There are some great discussion questions. Suppose I could have loaded more of these into the discussion board, but if you're researching a case and broadly speaking you're in the category of religion and student expression or use of facilities by religious groups, you be the expert when it comes time to presenting that case, and you be ready to face cross-examination in the classroom about the law, about your case, and about again, applications of the law going forward. So religion and school law for this week. Policy and economics and demographics. Well, just in general, I will tell you that I am old. I have seen lots of fluctuations and lots of pendulums swing in terms of more or less funding for public school during the 30 years or so that I was working in public schools. Right now, we are at the tail end of a pretty bad recession, the Great Recession of 2008 or whatever they call it. But know that public school funding is down. and I don't see it bouncing back significantly anytime soon. So if there have been pendulums in the past, when the pendulum swings back to a little bit better economy, I'm not sure that the funds are going to be there for public schools. We're in an era of competition. When vouchers or charters, others are competing with for public school dollars. So we're going to have to be in an environment going forward where we can prove that public schools can do more, hopefully a whole lot more with a lot less. So that's a tough spot, but there is a note of hope at the end of chapter 3, and I appreciated this. I'm going to share it with you. We live in a time, says Fowler, when outstanding leaders will be needed at public schools, leaders who know how to use resources skillfully and how to motivate and inspire children from backgrounds very different from their own. So the challenges are great, but the opportunities for creative leadership are great as well. The economy sucks, and it's going to get better, but not a whole lot better, probably anytime soon. And how does that affect you? Well, I think a significant piece from this chapter is perhaps overlooked in the shifting demographics that are already evident to us in the Census Bureau reports. As a nation, the United States is becoming less white and more brown and black. And look at the Census Bureau statistics if you have any questions about that. But in your schools, there are going to be more ESL students, not less. And they are going to present different challenges for you. And, well, public schools are not likely to get a whole lot of money anytime soon. I hope that funding does bounce back. Generally speaking, public dollars for public schools is a lagging indicator. It'll be a while before the tax revenues increase and some of those dollars trickle down in terms of higher salaries or more funding per pupil. But know what the trends are in the economy and in demographics. What are the possible implications for educational policy of a browner United States? And is Donald Trump's election the last gasp of the old white men? There's my editorial opinion for your week 2. Read your week 2 stuff, respond and please here. I enjoy being with you and look forward to our next weekend together. Thanks. Have a great week.